You got to find the motivated people to lead.
That's right.
Right? You don't need to manage motivated people as a leader. So definitely taking that to heart. And I'm also challenging my team to become leaders of themselves.
If you can't write a contract on the back of your car on a Saturday night, then you don't know enough. All you have to do is show up. Just show up and you can succeed. Let's get to the point.
All right, I hope you enjoy the next interview with Gabriel Jaime, the Green Beret team, along with one of his very special new agents, Chris. Chris will share information that'll make you laugh and make you feel good about trying to help his or make his parents proud of him through real estate. It was awesome. This podcast will be talking to the rainmaker and team leader of the Green Beret team, Gabriel Jaime.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
And Gabriel is here because in the year 2021, Gabriel and his team, they received the Presidential Award, which is for production $12 million and up.
I think it was significantly more than that.
How much did you do? I was going to ask you that because I knew it was.
It was near 30.
30 million for your team. Way to go.
Yes, sir.
All right. So how did your team go from the year before? What did you do? 2020 about?
It was about 25 million. So we did have growth even despite we essentially rebuilt the whole team. You're quite familiar with that story. Essentially rebuilt it. Everybody kind of scattered.
So you rebuilt the team and achieved better results than the previous year.
Yes, sir.
What caused that?
Listening to my coach. I'm in mastery, so we kind of formulated a game plan, and he essentially guided me. I simply executed that plan.
Okay, for those not at Keller Williams, mastery coaching is MAPS, Mega Achievement Productivity Systems, and then mastery coaching is you're coached by a coach who has performed at the level that you are looking to achieve. So you have a weekly half-hour call with them.
That is correct. Shout out to my coach, Zach Wentz. He's amazing. He's fantastic. So he's definitely leading us where we need to be.
Yeah, these guys, this been there, done that coaching mentality to help you from, instead of failing forward, you get to utilize the priceless knowledge they have, right, that they give you. And there's an accountability time on that call that's a little uncomfortable sometimes, right?
This is true, but, that's what we're here for. That's kind of like what everybody kind of, that wishes to join a team and kind of build a team is accountability. That's a huge aspect of it. And that's what keeps us consistent.
Everyone in your office, they always talk about you guys, that you show up every day and do your thing, you and your whole group. Tell me about that.
I have a deep work ethic. I like to work. I don't necessarily find boredom in the daily activities, the routine, the monotony. And I just like the office environment. And I'd like to challenge my teammates to come in and kind of participate. And we just kind of feed off of that, right? You hear the stories of one of the teammates, what they're going through, the success that they're having, and you kind of feed off of that. Not to mention the ancillary knowledge that you receive just from hearing the conversations around you.
So how long have you been in real estate?
I got licensed officially March 2nd, 2015. Yes,
and when did you were with another company, you had your own office space, I think at the time, and then when did you come to Keller Williams?
Yeah, so while still in the service, I actually got out December 2017. 2 years prior to that, I was still active duty. I was with World Impact Real Estate at that time. And that's where we initially met. I attended Bold.
Oh, yes. You went to Bold. That's right.
Yep, as a wire agent. And then I made another mistake, went to a different brokerage, Big Box. So, and then officially came to KW July 2019.
Good. What caused you to come to Keller Williams?
It's the systems, the process, the models that are already in place for what I was looking at building from the start. I just didn't know what I didn't know. So, once I found that out, it was a no-brainer.
Yeah, I mean, all real estate companies have benefits. They all have good things about them. So good. So tell us more about your background a little. Give me a little active military background.
I mean, I don't know how deep you want me to go into it, but I served 12 years. The last 8 were as a Green Beret, Army Special Forces. I was a communications sergeant. Absolutely loved it. Loved the guys that I work with. Loved the camaraderie. Still very much in touch with that community. And I think it's got me to where I'm at today. So definitely enjoyed my time.
I'm sure it helped create who you are, right?
100%. 100%.
Yeah. Very good. All right. So so you were in the service, you got out, you got your real estate license, you went through a few companies. How did you end up in a bold classroom in Navarre?
I'm seeking knowledge. I was seeking
see.
training. I was a brand new agent. I think somebody had mentioned, I think the first week was free. I didn't even know the price at the time. But it didn't matter. I was going to attend it regardless. So I attended it. I'm like, man, this is top notch. So I think day one, I actually got a deal. So I went through it.
So for those of you that don't know what BOLD is, it's Business Objective, a Life by Design. It's a 7-week course where you spend 1 day a week in a room with extreme peer pressure, and your lead generation requirements are at least 100 people a week contacts. So it's not easy, right?
Yeah, so I had no idea how to lead gen as a brand new agent, you know, and of course with the establishment that I was with, that's not necessarily a feature that they have.
So you did the Green Beret thing. You jumped into the deep part of the water, huh?
Yeah. So I sought that information, and here we are.
So how many years have you had your team?
Initially started with World Impact, if you wanna go back that far. But it's nowhere near what it's kind of set up or how it's developed since. So, but I would say 2016.
2016. Okay,
definitely.
So you're on your 6th year.
Yeah, this would be my 6th year. I sat with the broker, went over my business plan. Was successful. I'm not saying otherwise. It just wasn't right. You know, so.
Yeah, everyone finds what's a good fit for them. So I'm still intrigued with the whole team realignment that you did last year and continue to perform at this level. How did you do that?
Coach emphasized finding the right people, right? And one of my biggest takeaway that I had a conversation with you in regards to family reunion was you got to find the right people, the motivated people, as a leader, as opposed to managing somebody. I might be jacking that whole saying up, but you got to find the motivated people to lead.
That's right.
Right? You don't need to manage motivated people as a leader. So definitely taking that to heart, and I'm also challenging my team to become leaders of themselves. You know, so
Gary Keller says you can't motivate people, you can motivate them. So that's kind of what you're saying is you got to find people that want to do it.
Exactly. You got to want it. You got to want it. There's going to be some adversity, and that's what I like that. So.
Did you change your team standards last year at all?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Got creative, right? Got creative with the models and the splits and whatever else. Turned out, you know, it wasn't as productive as I had envisioned. And then, of course, brought it.
You mean the people didn't work as hard as you wanted them to, or expected them to?
Oh yeah.
Since I know what went on the inside of your team.
Yeah, that was definitely going on. Yeah. You know, so that accountability aspect of it and whatnot. But yeah, essentially revamped everything.
So if you're considering building a team, have team standards. So it's like entering into a marriage where the expectations of all parties are met, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, very good.
So, and even then, you can't. It's not 100% guarantee that they're going to perform it well. Yeah. Life happens.
Sure.
You know, so throughout the course of a real estate transaction, tons of emotion, up and down. So it's all right.
And you did have Mara showed up. Right, from Minnesota or somewhere. She was excellent.
Yes. Oh my goodness, Mara was amazing. Huge shout out to Mara Chris. She actually wanted to be here. She couldn't make it though. So, but yeah, Mara was a game changer. Honestly, she was my admin. She started as my assistant. January 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was right at the start of the collapse, of the revamp, if you will. And we rocked it. We built it back up to where it's at. She is now a full-time agent on the team,
Mm-hmm.
and she's also doing spectacular.
So another message, I guess, to people who want to build a team: if you do not have the right administrative assistant to help run the team,
yeah,
it's difficult, right?
absolutely. And still trying to be in production and things of that nature. Yeah, it can be overwhelming. So, but of course, that was guided by my coach.
Mm-hmm. And so the administrative assistant in the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book, it talks about having the administrative assistant grow into becoming the team manager even. So hiring the right person there is extremely important. And you found it so too, right?
Unfortunately, she's gone.
Yeah, she wants to do something else.
And she's got the opportunity. She's fantastic.
Make more money. Yeah.
Absolutely. So
yeah,
very well deserving.
All right. So how did Chris play into your plans for 2021? How did he show up and do his thing?
So Chris, I actually got introduced to Chris by my brother, Bernardo
Mm-hmm.
Moda.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of like a different guy. All right, you see me, you see him, totally different person. But he introduced me to Chris, fresh out of college, kind of looking for something to do. I think he was a waiter at that time.
I was a server at that time.
Right.
Yep, at Engler's Beachside Grill.
Very good.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I kind of told him what he needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think anything of it. And then a couple months passed, and he's like, hey, I'm licensed. What next? Come on to the team office. Let's chat. Let's discuss. And he's been rocking ever since.
So,
but
Chris,
I'll let him tell it.
Yeah, Chris, what are your goals?
Just really trying to fulfill my why. As far as real estate.
What is that?
So I'm kind of a first generation student or citizen in America. My parents came from overseas, Vietnam.
Vietnam. Wow.
Yes, sir. So
cool.
Coming here, I didn't want to let them. They gave me the opportunity to further my education with college, but after graduating, that wasn't really the route I wanted to take as far as working corporate. So I got my real estate license. Doing further research with real estate, I saw how much the percentage of failure is 85 to 90% of agents
Mm-hmm.
first. My parents came here from Vietnam, so I'm first generation. Just kind of didn't want to let them down. I got a lot of pressure on my shoulders from that. They kind of looked to me sometimes for answers, and sometimes I just didn't have the answers for them financially. So that's one of my whys. That's my bigger why. And just studying on real estate, doing like pre-research on real estate, I just saw how much the percentage of realtors failed the first year. So coming in my first year, I didn't really think about the money. I kind of just wanted to make sure I didn't want to be a part of that statistics of the failing agents that was a part of this industry. Yep.
So let's back up a little bit and get some clarity. So you wanted to make your mom and dad proud.
Yeah.
That is terrific.
Yeah.
And then you studied real estate to see what the failure rate was?
No. So, I mean, I was researching and came across how much realtors failed within this industry the first year.
I see.
So coming in, wasn't thinking about the money. I just kind of want to learn everything, learn as much as I can, so I'm not a part of that statistics.
So you said something about you could not perform financially for your family that you wanted?
Yeah, of
Tell
course.
me more.
That's the goal. Essentially, why I want to become a realtor. I didn't want to work paycheck to paycheck. I didn't want to limit myself financially. So I just feel like if I'm doing my everyday task, that one day it'll be rewarding.
So if everything is perfect in 5 years, where will you be?
Still with Keller Williams, hopefully.
And what else is important to you in that? Financial importance?
Financially, just financial. A more flexible schedule. Those are some things I looked into becoming a realtor.
So, Gabriel, tell me, how are you going to move forward with Mara not there now?
I'm already in the works looking for somebody to replace her.
That's what I'm trying to let everyone know. You're looking for a talented administrative assistant, right?
Oh, absolutely. I'm looking for a rock star.
Okay.
So, yeah, definitely taking it to the next level. And I think once I do have that in place, working on a couple other things, people are important in this business. So those are hard to find.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. Goals for 2022. Put you on the spot.
That's fine. We put it up at 72 million.
Oh, that's awesome. You have to
We'll
think it first before it could
we'll
become reality.
We'll see what happens. If we don't get it, we'll land somewhere over there.
Okay. That's
coming.
right. That's right. It's like Gary says, if you set your goals high and you don't make them, you've out-achieved what you would have had you not set a high goal, right?
Either way. So.
Yeah, think big and go get it. You were also the Growth Partner Award for 2021.
Right.
So that means you brought more people to Keller Williams last year, and I think in your downline than anyone.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's right. So how did you do that? Are you just inviting people to your team, or?
A lot of it is people I already know, my friends. They kind of seen what I was doing, and I like to present them with an opportunity. So here's what I'm doing. Here's what you need to do. Come on in. If it works, fantastic. Ideally, it does, but as you know, it doesn't for everybody.
I think it's so cool. We did an interview, a podcast with John Moran and At the Beach team recently, and it's so amazing how you guys care for the people on your team. You want them to succeed, and you'll do whatever it takes to support the group.
Absolutely.
And help them achieve their goals. That is good stuff. Or you're not allowed to move like that.
Okay, I'll stand still.
She'll scold you if you do, or stop the progress.
She didn't say anything earlier.
Yeah,
I said I'll probably just do this thing.
She said you can't lean back and forth.
Yeah, you can't move around.
She didn't say you can't move your chair around like
You
that.
make me sound so mean.
So don't
you running this ship.
Don't bump your watch on the table, or it'll pick it up. I'm gonna tell you, these are all the things
These are the
we go through.
disclosures. Full disclosure.
This is what we go through.
You are being recorded. Golly.